contest is a steel cage match and is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
And here we go. Welcome back to NXT in our universe mode. Tonight we have two matches that have revelations around Survivor Series, so to speak, or, you know, that sort of thing. Oh my god, what am I talking about? I should have a proper intro. Welcome aboard. Welcome to WWE 2K20 universe mode. We've got a lot going on in this episode here tonight on episode 23 we're at now. That sounds about right. So, giving y'all a little bit of a heads up, there will likely be some extra bonus content coming up as we get closer and closer on the road to Survivor Series, which is our next event. So we're going to do our traditional, you know, our champion versus champions matchups. We're going to have a men's and women's 4-on-4 elimination style matchup, and a couple of other goodies for everybody. So we'll kind of run down how things are going to work, I think, because I finally have an idea as to what I want to do after like an hour of brainstorming and ongoing brainstorming as we speak. So I'll talk more about that in just a little bit once I finalize everything. But as always, I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd. Holy crap. This is the end of October in universe mode, which means we've gone through April, May, June, July, August, September, and now we're almost done with October. We almost got like 7 full months almost in the can in terms of our universe mode content. Last episode we saw the number 1 contender Drew McIntyre in action with a big win over Matt Riddle, and then Samoa Joe, interestingly enough, just walked out on his matchup against Keith Lee, so that happened. We also had some very interesting developments as it relates to this matchup here. So, Sheamus was in Cesaro's corner, being as they are teaming up together. But there comes the Intercontinental Champion, Pete Dunne, on his way to the ring here tonight. So that's exciting. So, because of the disqualification interference from Sheamus, the general manager did not have any other option but to put these two in a steel cage match to kick things off. Alexa Bliss is cashing in on her number 1 contendership opportunity that she earned at TakeOver Melbourne in that big ladder matchup, and will be cashing in that opportunity, so to speak, on Christina Jacobs here tonight, who just won the championship 2 episodes ago now. Yeah, that sounds right, 2 episodes ago. Full disclaimer, if I am like sounding like I am just kind of dying down a little bit on commentary at points, that is because I'm recording this episode back to back to back to back, just because I want to keep a little bit ahead, especially given my busy week. So by the time you're seeing this, this should be May 11th, I think. Holy crap. Oh boy. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're going. We also have an NXT Championship matchup here tonight as well, an NXT Women's Championship matchup as well. But for now, take it over, Greg Hamilton.
Introducing the challenger from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing in at 232 pounds, Cesaro! And introducing the champion from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne!
And look at all the Pete Dunne signs out there tonight. Holy snot, the Intercontinental Champion has a bit of a buzz lately with his winning streak. Can his winning ways continue onward? After tonight, we will have our champions for our champion versus champions matchups at Survivor Series, so we'll at least have those put together. So without further ado, let's get this party started. Steel cage matchup, Cesaro versus Pete Dunne. Let's see who's going to walk out of here with the Intercontinental Championship. Will it be Cesaro? Will it be not Sheamus? I keep thinking Sheamus because of like Cesaro and Sheamus being together as a team. So that's pretty much why. Cesaro with a huge follow-away slam, exploder suplex ordeal right there. Let's get this party started. So as always, all the links to social media are in the description down below. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm still kind of ironing out how I want to do Survivor Series because it's like a 2-branded sort of thing. If we go with like a Raw intro, the only thing is that, well, here's the issue with that. The outro, or the intro, is a little bit dated. So I would likely have to kind of redo an entire thing, which I really kind of don't want to, but if that's what we gotta do, then that's what we gotta do. But just letting you know that that'll be probably the only time that we cover Raw extensively, is potentially some bonus content, maybe qualifying matchups and that sort of thing. So that's because Raw does not have their ish together on their own captains or anything like that. Speaking of Survivor Series, tonight we have not one but two over the top rope battle royals to determine who will be the not the number one contenders, but the team captains for Team NXT from both the men's and women's elimination style matchups. There should also be a tag team one thrown in there as well. So tag team matchups and champions versus champions, that sort of ordeal. Oh, and a huge uppercut onto Pete Dunne from Cesaro. I keep calling him like Cesaro for some reason. I don't know why. Oh god, I love 2K20. The love-hate relationship we got with it is unreal. And oh god, right into the steel cage. Pete freaking Dunne, everybody. Pete freaking Dunne. Trying to prove why he is the rightful Intercontinental Champion. This is probably the most, like, consistent of a champion that we've had in a little while. Like, for that championship, and also the Tag Team Championship, so we've gotten a slew of new champions as of late on NXT, but I think it's been well worth it. And well-deserved. It's made sense, at least. So, can that continue? Are we going to have a streak of retentions? Are we going to have some new champions? We're going to find out here tonight, starting with this matchup. This is one of our 3 title matchups here tonight. So, get excited. Pete Dunne, Cesaro, Intercontinental Championship right here, right now. The referee's letting them do their thing inside the ring. That is a smart move by a fairly smart man who is usually in the middle of these types of matchups somehow. Like, he gets knocked over all the time. And Pete Dunne looking to finish this thing early. No interference whatsoever. Again, pinfall submission or escaping the cage here tonight. And Cesaro kicks out at 2. What does Pete Dunne have to do now? Alright, people, let's see what the Bruiserweight has in store for us right here tonight. He's got Cesaro on the ground. He's going for it. I think he's going for it. I think he's looking to escape the cage right here. I think this is the opening that Dunne needs desperately just to regain his championship and retain, I should say. He's over. I think he's over. And Pete Dunne successfully retains against Cesaro here tonight in the opening matchup, steel cage match. So Pete Dunne is heading to, you know, he's not only the champion and still the champion, but Pete Dunne will also be punching in his ticket to Survivor Series. So after tonight, champions are going to be locked in unless if something crazy happens in the near future. So that way we have our champions versus champions matchups kind of lock and key. So Pete Dunne retaining his championship here tonight.
Here is your winner, and still the Intercontinental Champion, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
What a month this has been for Pete Dunne. And there you have it, everyone. Pete Dunne successfully defending against Cesaro in the steel cage, successfully escaping the cage here tonight. Pete Dunne in a champion versus champion match, unless if there's shenanigans involved. Pete Dunne will be meeting United States champion Shinsuke Nakamura at Survivor Series. That is a matchup that so many people, or at least I've wanted to see for quite some time. So that is where we are at, people. That is where we are at. So your first champion versus champion match, unless again shenanigans happen, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Raw's United States champion, who recently defeated Roderick Strong, will be taking on Pete Dunne. So, get excited. I'm excited. You all should be excited as well. Let's see what happens next. What in the... the return of the really weird ring bell. So like I mentioned, in the last matchup, Pete Dunne taking on Shinsuke Nakamura at Survivor Series, unless again shenanigans happen. But we have a 8-woman over-the-top rope battle royal to determine the team captain for the Women's Survivor Series team for, well, Survivor Series. The other women that are on the roster will have their opportunities at qualifying matchups the next few weeks. Same thing with the men, same thing with the tag teams. So we're going to have 2 teams from NXT, 2 teams from Raw for that crazy tag team matchup. And then we'll have our traditional 4-on-4 Raw versus NXT type of stuff, our champions versus champions. And I think that might be even enough, right, in and of itself. But we'll see. Shenanigans can and will happen. That's just how everything's been going. And I just heard a really loud noise outside. But Asuka going right for Ronda Rousey. Those two have plenty of history. Storm and Ripley, of course, tons of history there. Lots of interesting matchups that we have still yet to see here on NXT. But rest assured, we will be seeing them in upcoming weeks. And Rhea Ripley is eliminated by Toni Storm. Storm going for Asuka. Huge pile driver from Storm onto Asuka. Sasha Banks, the former women's champion, and Asuka, the former women's champion, are in this matchup as well. Let's see if they can bounce back, or will somebody new step up as Team NXT's women's captain for their team. I've been enjoying the crap out of recording these episodes, by the way, minus the fact that it's been like 10,000 degrees in my apartment, which is probably why I record more of these at night. So I'm not sure if this is going to be my last episode that I record for the day, but we'll see. We shall see. Charlotte going after Mia Yim next. Oh, and a huge move from Dakota Kai onto Ronda Rousey. Smart strategy there. Charlotte Flair has Mia Yim on the over the top rope. Oh, and a huge move. Asuka going flying into the top rope. And Mia Yim getting out of elimination right there. Trying to drag Charlotte Flair over to the ropes, and Flair gets out. Storm going right for Ronda Rousey, but everyone's just kind of in the corner right there. Storm going for Rousey. And hey, if Ronda Rousey's involved in this match at Survivor Series, she'll likely have Paul Heyman in tow. Oh, and Storm going after Ronda Rousey right there. Holy crap. Huge kick. And these battle royals are always so hard to, like, just figure out. You know what I mean? It's like there's 1,000 different things going on until you get to the final, like, usually 4 or 5. Sasha and Charlotte, lots of history between those two. Sasha Banks going after the Queen right here, trying to get her eliminated. Storm and Rousey have an interesting thing going on right there, too. And there's Asuka going after Mia Yim. Dakota Kai is the one person that's got the right idea. Just hanging out until everybody gets each other eliminated. That sort of thing. But the captain of Team Kick, could she possibly be the team captain for Team NXT? Well, we will find out. Oh, and a huge, huge move right there. Not sure if I were Dakota Kai, I'd be going for a corner taunt like that. But here we are. Storm noticing this and trying to capitalize as well. Asuka going for Mia Yim. Sasha and Charlotte reigniting a former feud right there. Oh, and a huge suplex from Toni Storm. Ronda Rousey trying to figure out where she's going. And Asuka going right for Mia Yim. And Asuka eliminates Mia Yim from the matchup. Not sure where the announcer is for this. Greg Hamilton, you were just here like 5 seconds ago. Oh, God. Toni Storm going right for Dakota Kai. Ronda and Asuka going at each other again, and another huge feud that we saw earlier in the series. Dakota Kai super kicking Toni Storm out. We are down to 5. Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, Asuka, Dakota Kai, and Sasha Banks. the captain of Team Kick could possibly be the team captain of NXT. But we'll see. Asuka getting out of elimination right there. Dakota Kai's got the right idea. Letting everybody else just take each other out, and I don't blame her one bit. I really don't. Oh my god, this is great. And Charlotte Flair dumping out Ronda Rousey. Again, this is to determine the team captain. We will have 3 following qualifying matchups in the upcoming weeks to determine the women that are going to be going into that particular matchup, so to speak. Charlotte Flair going for something here. Oh, and she cannot get Sasha Banks out. We are down to Flair, Banks, Kai, and Asuka. Huge chop from Charlotte Flair in that corner. This could be quite interesting in general. Dakota Kai with a strong showing here tonight, just like she had a strong showing against Ronda Rousey not too long ago here on the channel as well. Oh, and what's Sasha looking for? And Sasha Banks dumping out Asuka. We are down to Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Dakota Kai here tonight. And Banks trying to eliminate Dakota Kai, the captain of Team Kick. Charlotte Flair might be trying to form an alliance to get rid of Dakota Kai. And Dakota Kai escaping double elimination right there. Oh my goodness. And a huge kick from Dakota Kai. Sasha Banks trying to eliminate Dakota. And then we are down to Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair. Flair trying to scoop up Sasha from behind. Will it be Charlotte Flair leading Team NXT, or will it be Sasha Banks, Dakota Kai with a strong showing? And Sasha gets out from elimination right there. These two have so much history between each other. 2 of the 4 WWE horsewomen. The other 2, of course, are over on Monday Night Raw. So we're going to see how all this unfolds. Will it be Flair? Oh, and a huge spear from Charlotte Flair. Will it be Flair? Will it be Banks? And again, the women's division will have their qualifying matchups in upcoming weeks / episodes here on NXT's Universe Mode. And Charlotte is looking for something here. She's looking for it. Natural selection. And Sasha Banks might be in some trouble here. She might be in trouble here. And Charlotte Flair. Oh, and Sasha Banks getting out from elimination, or potential elimination, I should say. Huge move right here. Neck breaker from Flair. And Charlotte Flair is your team captain for Team NXT. So Charlotte has punched in her ticket to Survivor Series, but we had some strong showings, particularly from Dakota Kai here tonight once again. We are going to have some very interesting qualifying matchups in upcoming weeks here on NXT in Universe Mode. We've got our 2nd of 3rd championship matchups coming up next, but for right now, the Queen is going to lead NXT into Survivor Series against Team Raw. So let's move onward and upward onto the next match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Women's Championship.
And here we go, people. The goddess Alexa Bliss cashing in on her #1 contenders opportunity here tonight for a opportunity for the NXT Women's Championship. Christina Jacobs making her first title defense here tonight after defeating Asuka a couple of episodes ago. And Asuka defeated Sasha Banks before that. So she's got a tall task ahead of her. And the winner of this matchup will go on to Survivor Series. And we will announce that winner not too long, but we will announce the next matchup at Survivor Series for champion versus champions. The Street Profits, who are the Raw Tag Team Champions, will be competing against the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders. So Viking Raiders versus Street Profits will happen at Survivor Series as well. So we're going to take a look and see what happens, but for now, the NXT Women's Champion is making her way down to the ring with the title in tow. And just, what a huge win that she had against Asuka, who was trying to pull out all the stops right there in that matchup. And we will see who the rest of Team NXT will be. But after this matchup, we will find out who the men's captain will be for the Survivor Series team as well. And it's going to get real interesting real fast. So for now, Christina Jacobs making her first championship defense and her first matchup since winning the NXT Women's Championship. And there it is in all of its golden glory. So without further ado, take it away, Greg Hamilton.
Introducing the challenger from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss. And introducing the champion from Cleveland, Ohio, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Christina Jacobs.
Ah yes, the Battle of I-71, Cleveland versus Columbus. Oh boy, oh boy. So, yeah, we got Alexa Bliss from Cleveland, Jacobs from Cleveland. Or, yeah, Bliss is from Columbus, Jacobs is from Cleveland. Battle of I-71, here we go, here we go. Plenty of signs for support for Alexa Bliss, but this is the champ's first championship defense. And so here we go, Bliss versus Jacobs. Let's get this party started right here tonight. Of course, Alexa Bliss winning this opportunity after winning a huge, brief ladder match at TakeOver Melbourne. I almost said Money in the Bank, but that was Bobby Lashley who won one not too long ago. Jacobs exploding right out of the gate with a huge German suplex. Alexa Bliss trying to get out of the way. Huge sling blade onto Bliss. Following that up with a drop kick. Yeah, we will figure out what we're going to get at Survivor Series depending on who wins this matchup. So stay tuned for that announcement. I'll do my best to put reminders in the description as to what our match card is looking like week to week from this point, now that we're getting closer and closer to Survivor Series. So that'll be 4 to 5 episodes. Again, we're still trying to iron out what the bonus content will look like. Content? I am a mess, people. I am genuinely a mess. But here we are, and we are living and breathing just a mess. It's fine. Oh, and a huge knee, a poison Rana onto Alexa Bliss. Jacobs waiting for Bliss to get back under her feet. Oh, and Bliss counters. Getting back inside the ring, Alexa Bliss, a former 5-time women's champion in her own right, but never held the NXT championship. So she's got a little bit of extra motivation here in this matchup as well. Huge duck, huge counter. Another huge counter. Huge enziguri from Jacobs onto Bliss. Oh, and a huge arm snap right there from the champ. Oh, and a huge move from Alexa Bliss onto the champion. Oh, counter. Side Russian leg sweep from Alexa Bliss. Definitely a strong showing from the goddess here tonight. Huge drop kick onto Jacobs from Bliss. And a huge Meteora from the champion onto Bliss. And a leg drop barely misses. Another sling blade. Oh, small package. The deadliest move in all of sports entertainment. The small package. Bliss with a kick right to the back of Jacobs. And a huge slam from Bliss. Counter from Jacobs. Oh. Huge knee. Oh, and a huge poison Rana from the champ here tonight. Huge punch. Even the referee's trying to get, back up here. But that huge knee right into that spinning wheel kick connects. Could this be it? And Bliss kicks out at 2. Gonna take a little bit more to get rid of Little Miss Bliss. Especially when Alexa Bliss is well blissed off. I think she's going for it. And she hits the DDT onto Alexa Bliss. The referee took his good old time there. But Christina Jacobs with a quick win here tonight. And boy, oh boy, my dudes, we got ourselves a bit of a treat. And there goes Christina Jacobs picking up a huge win here tonight. Alexa Bliss standing onto her feet right here. Jacobs issuing a handshake, and Alexa Bliss shakes her hand right there. Some great sportsmanship right here, people. And so there you have it. Christina Jacobs defeats Alexa Bliss, retaining her title along the way. Can Samoa Joe pull out the stops tonight and make it 3 title retentions, or will that change? But folks, we've got one heck of a matchup set for Survivor Series, unless if shenanigans happen once again. Christina Jacobs from NXT will be taking on the man, Becky Lynch. Those two, if you watch the My Career Universe mode, have some bad blood between the two. So, we've got some interesting champion versus champion matchups already starting to get formulated and set up. And again, we'll keep you up to date on the Survivor Series card in the description. So there you all have it. Either way around, let's continue, shall we? Let's find out who our NXT champions are going to be. Will it be Drew McIntyre or Samoa Joe? And we will also find out the captain of Team NXT's men's Survivor Series team. Whew, we did it. We did it, people. We did it. So let's go. And there goes the weird ring bell again. But here we go, people. Here we go. We have Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston. Oh, EC3 just got eliminated before I could say his name. Wow, the poor man. He literally loses his Intercontinental Championship in like an episode. Oh, Jesus, poor EC3. Well, EC3 got eliminated, but we have Kofi Kingston, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, Tommaso Ciampa, AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley, and Rey Mysterio. Winner of this matchup will indeed be going on to be the team captain of the men's Survivor Series team. Charlotte Flair is the captain of the women's NXT Survivor Series team as well. So we still got a NXT championship to decide after this matchup. So for now, let's just enjoy, kick back, relax a little bit, and see who is going to be the next captain for our team / the final champion for the team. Oh my god. And as I mentioned, we're gonna have qualifying matchups. I keep saying I almost said qualifying, so that was great. But here we go. Matt Riddle trying to eliminate AJ Styles, and Kofi Kingston as well, trying to eliminate Styles as well, additionally. But we have an interesting matchup with Tommaso Ciampa and Keith Lee. Rey Mysterio going after Bobby Lashley rather going after Rey Mysterio. Again, Bobby Lashley has that Money in the Bank briefcase for an NXT Championship opportunity. I don't know if he's going to cash in. He can cash it in whenever he wants to, people. That's just how the nature of the briefcase works. that's just where we're at. Oh my god. Oh, that's great. And Matt Riddle eliminating Keith Lee. You're down to 6. Kofi going after Ciampa. It looks like Matt Riddle's right behind to help out against Tommaso Ciampa with Kingston, and they succeed. We are down to 5. Styles, Lashley, Kofi, Riddle, and Mysterio. This is quite an interesting mixture right here, and I could see any one of these 5 men still standing as the team captain. And Styles and Riddle going at it right here tonight. Honestly, if I were one of these 5 guys, I would just kind of hide out in the corner or something. But Kofi Kingston, huge move right there. I would be Rey Mysterio in this mess. I'd be like staying in the corner, like just chilling, because you got to go over the top rope to get eliminated. But after this matchup, my dudes, we are going to be heading into an NXT Championship bout between Drew McIntyre and Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, for 23 frickin' episodes plus takeovers later, has been on a total rampage. And we're going to see if Drew McIntyre is going to be the next victim of Samoa Joe's rampage, or if he will be able to stop the rampage even temporarily, somewhat in the realm of like how Aleister Black did, although not the same thing. So Samoa Joe has not been beaten fully clean, to say the least, for his title defenses, but Bobby Lashley, huge amounts of power right there onto Styles. That'd be a fun matchup. I don't know if it's happened yet, but I want it to happen. Mysterio and Styles. Bobby Lashley's got the right idea. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to hang out. Lashley and Riddle, an interesting mixture right there. Oh, boy. And Lashley literally just threw out Matt Riddle. And I am in pain watching this. He almost went through our commentary table, although to be fair, the commentary table's at the top of the stage, but here we are. Lashley going after Kingston, Mysterio hitting a frog splash onto Styles. We are down to Styles, Kingston, Lashley, and Mysterio. All 4 would make for some good team captains. So much experience between these 4 guys together and individually. Some seasoned vets. A seasoned vet would be a really good, addition to the Survivor Series team captain sort of lineup. And Kofi Kingston eliminates Bobby Lashley. You're down to Kofi Kingston, AJ Styles, and Rey Mysterio. Holy crap, what are we witnessing? And Rey Mysterio with an electric chair drop onto Styles. Bobby Lashley clearly disappointed with his performance here tonight. Mysterio with an arm drag, monkey flip type of maneuver. Looks like they're trying to team up to get Styles out of the mix over here, which I find very interesting. Styles with a counter and a huge kick. We're down to Styles, Mysterio, and Kingston here. And Rey Mysterio trying to eliminate AJ Styles. Will Mysterio prove to be successful, or will Styles stay into this match? And Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio trying to form an alliance to get rid of Styles, and Styles avoids elimination here tonight. Styles counters. The final 3 of these battle royals always seem to be very nougaty and interesting. And Kofi Kingston happens to keep being in the final 3 for a lot of these battle royals in general. Same thing with AJ Styles. Those 2 just keep popping up in these final 3s. Mysterio having the right idea, trying to either form an alliance. Oh, and a double super kick onto Kofi Kingston. Rey Mysterio is just backstabbing everybody at this point. He's just like, I'm going to team up with whoever I want to team up with and just be the lone wolf here, the survivor, so to speak. AJ Styles looking for something here. No! Oh my god, AJ Styles powerbombing the crap out of Kofi Kingston. We are down to Mysterio and Styles here tonight. Either one of these 2 would be fine additions to the Men's Survivor Series team. And Kofi Kingston looking on in complete distress. Let's see what unfolds here. Mysterio's trying to eliminate Styles. See if that works. Let's see what happens. Can Mysterio eliminate AJ Styles, and Styles powering out? And Mysterio with a huge springboard bulldog right onto Styles. Could this be Mysterio's night? Could this be that big win that he's been looking for this big opportunity. Honestly, I could see either one of these two being the Survivor Series team captain. Both of these men have had just crazy, amazing careers and would be able, and basically are considered in-ring veterans, in-ring, locker room leaders, and would be great examples for others to follow and can keep people together. And Styles, the huge suplex onto Mysterio. Let's see what happens, people. Let's see what happens. AJ Styles with the rope. I think he's going for another power bomb. He's going for it. He's going for it, I think. And AJ Styles is your Survivor Series team captain. Phenomenal Flair kind of about to make a reunion of some sort, probably at some point, I would assume. Charlotte Flair and AJ Styles are your NXT team captains, but what a showing from Kofi Kingston and a showing from Rey Mysterio. But ultimately it was AJ Styles eliminating Kofi Kingston and following up with Rey Mysterio right after. What a showing here tonight. Who's going to join AJ Styles? Who's going to join Charlotte Flair to team it up against Team Raw in the elimination style traditional Survivor Series tag team matchups? Well, we'll find out in upcoming episodes. But until then, AJ Styles, congratulations.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Championship.
Well, my dudes, you heard Greg Hamilton right. We have our third championship matchup here tonight. So get your popcorn, get your snacks. Drew McIntyre is going to be either the next victim on Samoa Joe's rampage. I don't know what else to call it. That's what we've dubbed it as on the channel. Samoa Joe's 23 episode long plus takeover rampage. Or will Drew McIntyre be the one to put an end to the rampage? We're going to find out tonight, people. We are going to find out tonight. Will we have a Claymore kick party, or will we have the Coquina clutch party? To be fair, none of those really stick, but here we are nonetheless. Drew McIntyre getting his first opportunity. Samoa Joe has defeated the likes of Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, Aleister Black, Tommaso Ciampa, Velveteen Dream, Roman Reigns, basically everybody in the main event picture here on NXT. He's running out of people is what I'm trying to say here. But will Drew McIntyre also be added to that list of Samoa Joe's victims of his rampage? Or will he overthrow the Samoan submission specialist? I don't even know if that... has he been referred to as that in the past? I feel like I've heard it somewhere. Either way, Samoa Joe, the NXT champion, is on his way to the ring. One fall to a finish or submission. And here comes Samoa Joe with that NXT championship right around his waist. This is a matchup that many people have wanted to see for a little while, and by God, we are getting it here in virtual form. With a proper crowd, too. Either way around, I hope everyone's been enjoying the series so far. We will have a verdict as to what we are going to be doing for our wonderful and delightful Monday Night Raw shenanigans going to Survivor Series, and my God, we will have quite an interesting... Either way around, we're going to have some stuff that's going to get quite interesting here. We have 3 announced, and we've had some developments heading into Survivor Series already. We are, well, including this episode, 5 episodes out. So we've got 4 more after this one before Survivor Series, and of course the supplemental videos that I will be chatting about at the end of the episode. But for right now, NXT Championship, we're going to see which one of these 2 men is also going to Survivor Series here tonight. Greg Hamilton, take it away, my dude.
Introducing the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre. And introducing the champion from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds. He is the NXT champion, Samoa Joe.
And there it is, people, the NXT Championship. Will Samoa Joe's rampage on the NXT roster continue? He's only had one slip-up after Aleister Black cashed in Money in the Bank on him, which Bobby Lashley still has for either the IC Championship or the NXT Championship itself. But for now, Drew McIntyre takes on Samoa freaking Joe here tonight. Will Drew McIntyre be the next victim on Samoa Joe's list? Or will Drew McIntyre prevail with a Claymore kick party? Oh my god, Samoa Joe went right for Drew McIntyre, and Drew got him on the mat just like that. Samoa Joe, huge counter here. This is a big matchup here on so many levels, but in like the best way possible. Drew McIntyre going for a suplex, and he connects with the back suplex. Huge kick to the back, but Joe was unfazed whatsoever. My dudes, I want to see this match if it hasn't happened already. That's just where we're at. So we're going to get a virtual form. But of course, knowing my luck, we're going to get some sort of a weird thing happen where the video game and real life worlds collide. And if that happens, well, then it happens. I'll be the first one to have it out there. Maybe they're watching my channel. I don't know. Conspiracy theories right here. Drew McIntyre, huge elbow into the corner, running elbow. Samoa Joe has no freaking chill in this game. He just is like, this man has no chill. Oh my god. Oh, this is great. Drew McIntyre looking for something big here. And he connects with a big back suplex. Samoa Joe's list of his self-proclaimed victims has been quite extensive. McIntyre with an elbow. An elbow? Oh my god. People hate my accent. It's fine. I have a mixture of like northern and southern accents, which if you've kind of noticed here and there, I make fun out of half the time, / most of the time on the channel. But here we are, Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre. Will dreams be broken here tonight? Well, we're gonna find out. And yes, that was a reference, and I have no shame in admitting that. McIntyre with a counter. Shoulder tackle. The sooner this matchup ends, the better it might be for Drew McIntyre. Jesus, take the wheel, Samoa Joe is getting angry! The mannerisms, my dudes, the mannerisms. Oh, and a huge Glasgow kiss to the point where even the referee is, like, concerned about Joe's well-being. And McIntyre is lining something up here, and he connects with the Claymore. Is that it for Samoa Joe? And Drew McIntyre is your brand new NXT champion in quick and stunning fashion, ladies and germs. Holy crap, I don't think we've seen Joe get taken out that fast in quite a while. But Joe's been slipping. He lost his matches against Brock Lesnar and Keith Lee.
And the new NXT champion, Drew McIntyre.
And a new era begins to usher in here on NXT, my dudes. A brand new era begins. And my dudes, that is where we are leaving things off with a big announcement as to who Drew McIntyre, our brand new NXT champion, will take on at Survivor Series in a champion versus champions match. Drew McIntyre, our brand new NXT champion, will be taking on the WWE champion Randy freaking Orton. I'm excited as crap for that match. Y'all should be too. So we have 4 confirmed matchups, and we have 2 confirmed Survivor Series team captains. We have AJ Styles and Charlotte Flair as their respective elimination style traditional Survivor Series tag team matchups. You know, they're the captains for those teams. We have Shinsuke Nakamura with United States champion taking on Pete Dunne, our Intercontinental champion. We have the Viking Raiders, our tag team champions here on NXT, taking on Raw's tag team champions, the Street Profits. We have Christina Jacobs, the NXT Women's Championship holder / the NXT Women's Champion. I don't know why. I don't even know. It's fine. This heat's getting to me, my dudes. That's where we're at. Christina Jacobs, the NXT Women's Champion, will be taking on Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. And now we got Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, the WWE Champion over on Raw, versus the NXT Champion. As you can see right here, Drew McIntyre, congratulations. We have two big title defenses here tonight. Pete Dunne retained, Christina Jacobs retained, and Drew McIntyre, even if it's temporary, has stopped, or at least slowed down, Samoa Joe's rampage. However, do keep in mind that Sheamus still has a championship opportunity at some point down the line, but we gotta get through Survivor Series first. So on that happy note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to do my best to put in the match card as we have it so far in the description down below. And we'll kind of go from there. So, supplemental material / videos wise, we will at least show qualifying matches from the Raw side of things, who their team captains are, that sort of thing. What I would like to do is maybe weave them in or have it as a separate video. I'm not 100% sure yet, so stay tuned for that. And once that video or that inclusion is in there, we're going to navigate those waters accordingly, because they don't have team captains or anything like that. So on that note, thank you all so much for watching. Again, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff here on the channel. We are officially a year old. And yeah, so all the social media, Twitch, etc. in the description, along with what we have in terms of a match card so far up until this point. What matchup are you looking forward to the most out of the 4 that we have so far? Who do you think is going to be in our Survivor Series teams? We're going to find out as these next few episodes unfold. So on that happy note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all later. Bye everyone!